Today's hot topic is CARP versus YSP. Should both exist? Is there enough resources, manpower, and energy for the both of them in the same community? The struggle that the leadership of those organizations have is, which one should I focus on? Should one disappear and the other one rise and conquer? If you keep splitting your time and attention, you're going to bring frustration in the core membership and the leadership, and the worst thing that can happen is the members you already have will start to leave and both will start to die. Let's look at that in detail, and hopefully at the end of this video you can decide for yourself which one you think should remain victorious. Hello, welcome. My name is Steve Winter and welcome to the BC Hot Topics. I handle topics that other BCs do not want the leaders and the general public to know about because negative consequences may happen contrary to what they intended in the first place. Now let's take a trip back in history. Years ago, CARP, Collegiate Associations for Research of Principles. Wow, sounds like every young person thinks, I want to be involved with that. So, CARP was originally created for campus universities, a place where young nerds can come together and talk about the fine, intricate details of religion and their doctrines, and discuss to see what's true and what's not true and what's relevant for them. And hopefully the outcome would be that a group of members would arise from CARP, join the Unification Church, join the Family Federation for World Peace, keep their religion, keep their values, but be a part of something bigger. That's my own understanding of it, at least. Most of our parents, people above the age of 55 and 60, have come through that program and have dear attachments to it because it was a part of their life and they would like to see it continue. Fast forward years later, we have Youth and Students for Peace, which is relatively a couple years old. It's very relevant for today. It has everything to do with youth and students who would like to have a peaceful, better world. It has a variety of topics inside it. It's not specific to discussing certain principles like CARP is, but it is an umbrella for a bunch of different things like peace-building projects, multicultural and religious events and activities and dialogue. In a lot of communities, the existence and presence of both of these organizations present a lot of pain and headaches to its leaders and to the members that associate with both groups. Depending on which country you're living in, some have a lot of followers for CARP and very little for YSP. Others have a large following for YSP and very little for CARP. And the struggle that the leadership of those organizations have is, which one should I focus on? Which one should I pay attention to? The common problems generated by trying to focus on both of these organizations at the same time is one of them has very little results and the other one does. One of them is not relevant and one of them is. One of them has few members and the other one has a lot. Both share the same core members in the community. And in respect to the membership of that community, there's a conflict of interest with scheduling and time management and resource management when it comes to both of those organizations. Speaking of resources, there's just not enough resources to split between the both of them and experience the success they're looking for. And not to mention there's not enough energy for the both of them. So, the question you have to ask yourself is, which one do I focus on? Well, in business, when you have two activities that you're focusing on, but you're trying to accomplish the same goal, you're going to ask yourself, which one's bringing result and which one's not? Do some tests, and over a period of time, when one supersedes the other in respect to results, then you're going to pay your time and attention and energy on that one that brings result. Now, it doesn't matter which one it is. If in your country CARP is doing better than YSP, I would focus most or if not all of your resources on the one that is doing well. If you keep splitting your time and attention, you're going to bring frustration in the core membership and the leadership. And the worst thing that can happen is the members you already have will start to leave, and both will start to die. For those who are attached to their past memories and experiences with either or organization, specifically CARP, I think it's time for you to remember the concept of shedding the old wineskins to give space for new wine. I think it's not a coincidence that YSP has been created today, relevant for today's youth, because I don't think people in university and college anymore are interested in doing a research on certain principles to see which is true and which is not. There are very few, it's a minority, and it's definitely not a booming market, so to speak. I would focus on something that is trending, current, and today happening and making people excited, and focus all your resources and energy on that. And all of a sudden you'll see a huge laser-like focus and growth in the one that you choose to grow. I vote for Youth and Students for Peace. I hope today's video brought some light into the topic for you and in your community. And don't be afraid to speak to your leader and share your mind. There's nothing bad that can happen because we're a volunteer-based organization and it's the heart that matters. So, again, my name is Steve Winter. If you like this video, then you probably want to check out Project Rise. We are doing other really cool things for other youth around the world, and you could probably benefit from it. ProjectRise.io. Stay tuned for other relevant videos I will make in the future about hot topics in the DC communities.